It takes serious effort to be as bad a parent and husband as this iconic cartoon character.
Are you little?
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 worst things Homer Simpson ever did.
Oh, nice wiring, Bart.
Worked on the test corpse.
Okay, plan B.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at some of the most deplorable actions ever committed by Homer J. Simpson, but we're excluding genuine accidents.
Oh my lord, she's dead!
Number 10. Pitting Bart and Lisa against each other. It sure can be hard to love your kids equally. What's a father to do when put in this situation other than have his offspring compete against each other and love the winner best? After all, if your kid really wanted your love, they wouldn't lose, right?
Why is Bart getting a present and I'm getting chewed out?
Ah, the mysteries of life.
In case you couldn't tell, everything up to now has been sarcastic, though Homer likely would have agreed with it all.
I want to see you both fighting for your parents' love! Fight, 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 fight!
To avoid failing gym class, Lisa joins the hockey team, which sparks an intense rivalry with Bart. Instead of assuring them that he loves them both, as a normal father would do, Homer eggs them on into a competitive fury.
They're both losers! Losers!
Number 9. Signing the family up for shock therapy. Impressing the boss is important, especially when that boss is the richest man in Springfield. At a company picnic, the Simpsons fail to live up to Homer's hopes, leaving him feeling embarrassed. Noticing how much Mr. Burns likes the more normal families, he decides to fix his family. In his infinite wisdom, he takes them to a therapist who's been advertising on TV with the sales pitch, family bliss or double your money back.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Folks, if I could... This is not the way to get healthy!
Of course, none of it works, and they end up resorting to shock therapy, which they all happily inflict on each other until the town's power nearly goes out. Number 8. Exploiting Bart getting hit by a car. There are certain opportunities that only come up once in a lifetime. These are the sort of moments you must recognize and make the most of. One such moment for Homer Simpson was when Bart got hit by Mr. Burns' car. In Homer's defense, he doesn't immediately jump to legal action, but only does so after his boss offers him a pitiful $100 as compensation.
I'll tell you what I think. I think he thinks I'm an idiot! The only reason he's offering us this is because he knows he's gonna lose the trial and have to pay us $250,000.
Homer's wounded pride prompts him to ride Bart's injury as far as it'll take him, with little regard for the well-being or wishes of his family. Number 7. Being reckless with firearms. We can't really fault Homer for this one. It's just a fact of life that TV remotes often get lost.
Watch me turn on the TV.
And it's another fact of life that sometimes you want to change the channel. When these two eventualities collide, what's a body to do other than reach for a firearm and proceed to shoot at the dial until you find the channel you're looking for?
Sorry, the law requires a 5-day waiting period. We've got to run a background check.
5 days, but I'm mad now.
The mere fact that a person as irresponsible as Homer Simpson could get a firearm is horrifying to consider, but the ways in which he wields his gun are downright dumbfounding.
You want me to get the cat down?
No thanks.
Say what you will about the NRA, but at least their fictional on-screen counterparts kicked out this gun nut. Number 6. Forcing Flanders to leave his own bomb shelter. When a comet is discovered heading straight for Springfield, the town naturally panics. As it turns out, Flanders owns the only bomb shelter in town, and so when doomsday draws near, the entire town goes to old Netterino for help.
Well, howdly doodly, neighbors. Shouldn't you be in your shelterinis by now?
We haven't got shelterinis.
Being the stand-up guy he is, he lets them all in, only to find that the door won't close. Realizing there's one person too many, Homer, being the jerk that he is, convinces the town to kick Ned out of his own shelter.
If anyone dies, it should be him. I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
Sure, he feels guilty later and goes out to join Flanders, but he wouldn't have had cause for remorse had he not behaved like a monster in the first place. Number 5. Urging Bart to kill a reindeer. Lots of things can be cured by shooting a reindeer in the face. Homosexuality is not one of them. Homer got along great with his new friend John until he found out he was gay, and then became paranoid that Bart had been turned gay. Never mind the fact that that is not how that works.
I resent you people using that word. That's our word for making fun of you!
So, Homer being Homer, tries to cure Bart of his supposed budding homosexuality. First, he takes him to a steel mill, only to discover that all the employees there are also gay.
Hot stuff coming through.
Logically, he then takes him on the second most stereotypical straight pastime you can imagine, hunting. This is Homer at his most offensive, ignorant, and disappointing. Number 4. Sabotaging Flanders' business. Some people work hard at life, go to church, raise a great family, and treat their wife well. And apparently, by Homer's estimation, those people don't deserve nice things. Homer hates the insufferable but well-intentioned Ned Flanders. So when Ned opens a new business for left-handed people, Homer makes it his personal mission to sabotage it. To achieve this, he wishes on a wishbone.
Yes, read it and weep! In your face, I've got more chicken bones!
And sure enough, the business begins to fail, with Homer relishing every moment of it, until things finally take too dark a turn even for him.
Even the good book can't help me now.
Why not?
I sold it to you for 7 cents.
Oh.
In this particular example of bad behavior, Homer's ill-placed malice nearly cost Flanders his home. Number 3. Wasted Christmas money. You know it's bad when the very first episode of the series sees the patriarch doing something messed up. In this inaugural story, Homer discovers he will not be getting a Christmas bonus from Mr. Burns. Having already spent a small fortune on getting Bart's tattoo removed, Homer takes up a second job in order to be able to afford gifts. Once he learns how low the pay is, however, he quits and opts instead to bet the family's entire Christmas budget on a dog race.
Oh, go for it, Dad.
That's my boy!
What a great example to set for your kids. Of course, he loses. But hey, at least they end up with a new pet. Number 2. Ruining his father's kidney. Take a lesson from Homer. Old people are an inconvenience. Who cares that your dad raised you? Stopping the car to let him use the bathroom is poor time management, right?
Oh, we gotta get home. I don't want to miss Inside the Actor's Studio.
In this episode, Abe's kidney explodes because Homer refuses to pull over. That's pretty messed up.
Oh, I blame myself for this.
We all blame you.
Luckily, Homer agrees to help his dad out and donate his own organ. In true Homer fashion, however, he gets cold feet and tries to get out of the surgery. Abe survives, but not because Homer does the honorable thing. In his cowardice, he gets into an accident and they simply take the kidney while he's on the operating table. Oh well, one bad turn deserves another.
You dance out that door, you... I'll get my kidney back, old man.
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some dishonorable mentions.
Guys, get out of here!
Homer, how'd you ever get Marge to go along with us?
Look, if you promise never to tell her, I'll let you be in the movie.
We just came over to borrow a board game, but okay.
What's your dad's job again? He's a nuclear safety technician.
What's he doing with that broom?
What isn't he doing?
Go on, Mojo. Show Marge your happy dance. And so on.
Number 1. Framed Marge for DUI. From the very first season, it was clear that Homer Simpson had a drinking problem. For Homer, alcohol has seemingly always been the cause of and solution to all of life's problems. Heck, he even created his own drink, the Flaming Homer. In this episode, however, things go too far. Everything initially seems great as he and Marge bond over drinks at a wine tasting, but things soon go downhill quickly when they continue to drink for several days and he ultimately crashes the car.
You're free to go.
I can't believe I drove drunk.
But you do believe it, right?
Being the great guy he is, he frames Marge because it would have been his last strike. Really? This is a truly despicable move that really makes you question why Marge has stuck with him for so long.
Ah, shut up, Captain Bringdown!
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.